Hi guys, Susan Thomas here, and today I want to teach you how to make station necklaces and bracelets. To get started on this very simple project, you're going to need some tools and supplies. First of all, you're going to need a really pretty piece to be your station. And I've got a really cute little turquoise bezel set pendant with 2 rings on either side. And then you're also going to need some chain. For the necklace, you're going to need about 15 inches of a small cable chain. And for the bracelet, you're going to need about 6 inches of a larger curb chain. Then you're also going to need just some basics like a clasp and some jump rings. And finally, as far as tools are concerned, just your basic tools. You'll need a round nose plier, a chain nose plier, and a flush cutter. And then if you want it, you could also have a flat nose plier. I always like to have both a flat and a chain nose for opening and closing jump rings, but that's up to you. Okay, let's get started. Basically what a station necklace is it's a necklace with a station or a spot where there's an accent. This can be in the center, it can be on the side, it can be kind of wherever you want it to be. I'm gonna create mine with it at the center of my necklace and also at the center of my bracelet using the 2 loops on either side. So I've got some cable chain here, and this is just a 2mm cable chain to do my necklace with, and I want it to be about 16 inches long, and so I'll need about 15 inches of the chain because the rest of the length is going to be taken up by my clasp and my jump rings and my station piece. So I have found that the easiest way to get 2 exact lengths of chain is to cut one long length at 15 inches and then just divide it right in half. So I've got my 15-inch piece here, and I'm just going to take my flush cutter right there at the center, and I'm just going to clip it like so. And so now I have 2 7.5 inch pieces. So now all you're going to need to do is take some jump rings and essentially fit that guy right there in the center. So like I said, I'm going to use my chain nose plier and my flat nose plier to open and close my jump rings. So I'm just going to grab that jump ring on one side with my chain nose plier and then my flat nose, open it up, and put my connector on, and then I am going to attach it to the chain, and then I'm just going to close it back up using those 2 pliers. And notice how I kind of twist it open and twist it closed instead of trying to pull it. You always want to twist and twist. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, so now you can see this is starting to look like a necklace because that's right in the center. So all I have to do is attach a clasp to the back, and I will do that with basically the same way. You're just going to take your jump rings and twist them open and attach and attach. So it's really just kind of assembly to put this together. So twist that closed and make sure you get those nice and tightly closed so that your clasp doesn't come off. And then I need one more little jump ring here. You know, all jump rings aren't created equal, and I'm using about a 4mm jump ring to do this. And the reason I'm using a 4mm jump ring is because I don't want you to notice the jump ring. When somebody looks at this and you tell them you made it, they're not going to be able to see how you put it together. Just going to take this and twist it open and grab that other end and put this through the chain like so. And then I'm just going to use a larger jump ring on the other side to finish it off. And twist that little guy closed. And so then you can just take your little lobster claw clasp, and there we go, just like so. So you finish it off just like that. So now we have our necklace made. So now you want to do the bracelet, and it's a little bit different doing the bracelet. I like to do it a little off center because I like to have one side be sort of like an extender so that I can make a really tight bracelet on my wrist. And so I always start with one length of chain a little bit longer than the other. I'm using about 3¼ inches of chain on one side and about 2 inches, maybe 2¼ inches of chain on the other side, depending on the size of my wrist. And then I'm going to attach that station between those two, and then I'm going to put my clasp on the short end and leave this long. And then I'm going to attach just a little bauble or something cute on the other end to kind of finish it off. So same thing as before, we're just going to open up our jump rings with our 2 pliers, twist, and attach. Super easy. Really the most important part is having a really cute station. So like this little piece with that bezel around it is just really pretty, and no matter what I do, I can't make that look ugly. So you can also use a letter, like if you have your, like if you want to use the letter of your name or the letter of your child's name, that's really cute if you have a charm that has that on it, especially if it's a connector like this. You can also use a bead if you want to. All right, so let me just close that up like so. And so now you see I've got that piece in there, and I'm going to attach the clasp to the short side. So let me twist open that jump ring and attach the clasp. Like so. Boom. And I'm using a little larger jump ring on these than I used on the necklace. This is about a 5mm jump ring, but between a 5 and a 6 is probably perfect for this. And now, so you can see when this clasps, it can go a little shorter like this, so it'll fit really tightly around the wrist, or it can go a little bit longer, but there's gonna be a little bit of chain hanging down, almost like an extender chain on one side. And I don't like to leave that unfinished because I think the finishing touches are what make your jewelry beautiful. So I'm going to attach a head pin with a cute little bead on the end. And to do that, I'm going to take my round nose pliers and grab the head pin right above the top of the bead, like so. Bend it back into a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna hold that bead and come up and over that bend about there. So I have about 1/8 of an inch of play to work with. So I'm just gonna grab it there and then roll back towards the bead and into a half circle. It's that little half circle right there. And then I'm going to re-grasp it with my plier and wrap the wire around that into a full circle. And then before I close it off, I am going to attach it to my chain. So they're both together. And I'm going to grab that loop that I made on the head pin with my round nose, or actually let's switch the chain nose so we don't mess up our head pin. Grab it just like that, and then take this piece and wrap it a couple times around to finish that off. And then I'll just take my flush cutter and get up nice and tight, trim off that extra wire, and then just press down that little end. So you can see how when I clasp this, if I clasp it right here, it'll fit right up against my wrist so that this piece will stay on top, but then I have this pretty chain hanging down in that little bauble at the bottom. Super cute, right? So now I have a really easy, fun set of jewelry to wear. I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to make station jewelry. I have got a few supplies and tools here I want to remind you of before we get finished. Remember, you're gonna have to have some chain. This is the thinner cable chain that we used for the necklace, and then you'll need a little heavier chain for your station bracelet. You're also going to need that connector piece for the actual station. So that's gonna be a piece like this, maybe that's got a bezel around it that has a loop on each side. And you'll need jump rings and the clasp, and of course, if you want to, you're gonna want a little head pin and a bead for the end. Finally, you're going to need some tools. Just the basics will do here. You'll need a round nose plier, a chain nose plier, and a flush cutter. And then if you would like, you could also bring along your flat nose plier. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to pick up some supplies like the ones we worked with today, check out the links down below. What would you use as a station? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.
Thank you.